the sun's still out, so I get good lighting.
The best of the lighting.
Not really, but like it's not dark as balls.
True. Like when we take out the trash.
Yeah, like when we take out the trash and it's so freaking dark that you can't see me unless I'm under a light. So, because I wanted to do this earlier, but it was too balls hot outside, I'm gonna do it now. And I'm gonna tell you guys the story of what happened at our house and why we had to sage it and why I can't talk about spooky things in our house anymore.
Great.
So, sorry if it's shaky. So it all started when I watched this one video for some reason. Like when I watched this video and it brought up memories of when I used a Ouija board, why I don't use that anymore. And then Gabby started having nightmares.
Well, wait, you gotta tell them about with the sofa thing.
What?
When you were sleeping on the sofa?
Oh,
And the
this is
dude?
before we even talked about it, really. Yeah. That's when that happened.
Because I told you about my nightmares in the mirror, and then you told me, well, yeah, well, I didn't want to tell you, but...
Okay, let me get to that point. Okay,
go ahead.
So one day I was like waiting, just hanging out until I went to work because I went to work late. And for some reason, like the past few days, I was like super tired, so I like kept sleeping and taking naps literally until I left to go to work. I was asleep. And one time in one of my little small naps, I had this moment where I don't know, like I closed my eyes, okay, and I assumed I was asleep. Like, that's what I thought anyway. And, okay, thank you, car. That was weird.
So slowly.
I was just like, I'm sorry, we're walking slow. Oh, anyway. So I closed my eyes and like in that second, or like that, actually was a couple minutes, but it felt like a second to me.
Yeah.
In that second of me closing my eyes, I saw someone standing over me. Like my eyes were closed though. So like, I don't know. I have this thing where like I can still kind of see when my eyes are closed. I guess mentally, like I just know where I am. And there was this guy who just swooped in out of nowhere and like swooped in front of my face and was just looking down at me with like this really creepy smile. It was like a grin, but
Like manic.
not manic, but like it was creepy. Like it was weird. Like it wasn't manic like he was crazy. It was just like you get a creepy vibe from him, but he's smiling genuinely.
Oh, alright, yeah,
Like
okay.
you get me?
Yeah.
Like so it wasn't like he didn't like threaten me, but he kind of like scared the piss out of me. Just because I'm like, holy shit. Like in my state of mind, I was just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like who's this person?
Yeah.
And like I saw his face and everything, but because I was kind of half asleep, I didn't fully see it, so I don't remember it too well. I just remember he was like an older guy with like dark hair, but he wasn't too old. He was also physically fit still for how old he was. And like I saw that and like didn't say anything until, you know, we were like in the car, I think.
I don't know. You didn't tell me until a couple days later. You told me
Oh
that.
yeah, I told you a couple days later because it didn't seem weird to me until like after it happened and like Gabby was like, so I've been having nightmares a lot and blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh, okay.
It's weird because like I don't dream and stuff usually.
Oh yeah, so Gabby doesn't dream. I typically don't dream either. Rebecca does dream.
She's the weirdo.
Yeah, but what was really weird was that around this time frame, Gabby was having nightmares. I was dreaming, and Rebecca wasn't dreaming at all.
Yeah. It was all backwards.
It was all kinds of backwards, and like no one liked it. It wasn't. What is that?
They put her middle name.
What's
They put it all as one word, and then they misspelled the second part. It's supposed to be Marie. No, it's supposed to be Rebecca. So it's supposed to be Mary Marie, and it like two separate words, and they put Mary Maria as in one word.
It's because your last name is Marquez, and it's like, oh.
It's very Spanish.
And it's like, that's Spanish, and it's like, no, they're
I
white.
know. Izzy one time, she pulled to the side the other day. She's like, look, I don't want to sound like racist or anything, because she's like, her dad is from Mexico.
Yeah.
She's like, but you're white as fuck. Why do you have a Spanish name? It's like,
I have no idea.
Witness protection, technically, but.
Really?
Yeah, well, my grandpa, my dad's dad, was actually a Nazi, but he didn't want to be. He was like one of the people that was forced into it.
Oh.
And they were going, Hitler sent a group of them to America for some type of mission. I don't remember.
And then he went into witness protection.
He went to the CIA and was like, look, this is what's going to happen. I will help you. I will help you take down Hitler. I just want safety for me and my family. So they put it under the name Marquez, because what German is going to like have a Spanish name? Who's going to look for him under a Spanish name?
Oh, that's true.
Super cool though, right? That's why I have red hair. And I also get to be like sort of Latina. Not technically,
Latina.
I mean, I'm still super privileged, but still, it's cool.
You look white. You're privileged.
Yeah, I'm privileged either way,
Yeah.
but still.
Privileged AF.
Anyway, continue what you were saying. Sorry.
Yeah, we totally went on a different story. Anyway, so where was I? So Rebecca wasn't dreaming. Me and Gabby were dreaming, but Gabby was having nightmares. I was just dreaming. Most of my dreams, which I didn't say this, were about someone chasing me.
Well, yeah,
So-
I mean, I guess. Mine were rape and murder. Like a lot of stabbing.
Which is very scary, and I didn't like that.
So kind of chasing.
No, that was weird. That like hit a weird point.
Sorry. Triggered. Anyway,
Triggered.
continue.
And like, I don't know, like, and then Gabby also was bringing up how you were in your mirror.
Things in my mirror.
Oh yeah, she kept seeing things in her mirror, but it wasn't like,
It was like at the corner of my eye.
yeah, it wasn't like you could see it fully. It was just like,
Yeah.
kinda you could see it. Everyone's coming home from like wherever.
Yeah, so it's super loud.
So it's super loud and it's super weird, and I'm just like, let me whisper.
That's pretty good.
Anyway,
Oh, wicked.
so, yeah, so that was happening. I was just getting weird vibes in the house all the time. I would see things at the corner of my eye. I'd feel like someone's watching me. It was a constant thing, too.
And here's the weird thing about that is like usually I get where if there's something around, I could feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like you.
Right.
But I didn't feel anything. So I didn't think anything of it to say anything until I don't even remember what happened. And I was like, well, you know, all this stuff has been happening. And
Yeah.
Rebecca's water bottle. You haven't said that part yet.
Oh,
though.
yeah. So,
That's what it was.
so what was really fucking weird was like, we were about to film something in Rebecca's room.
Yeah.
So, we were about to film like a video that she wanted to try in her room, and we're setting up and everything, and she finds this water bottle. Granted, we do not have water bottles anywhere in our house.
Yeah, we
don't-
have a filtration system.
Yeah, we have a filter, so we like just filter it into a cup. And so none of us had this water bottle. Rebecca came up and asked us, and she was like, have you guys seen this water bottle? Is this yours? And whatever. And we're like, no, we have no idea.
Yeah,
And I'm-
we called her boyfriend.
Yeah, and
Because he had come over.
we're like, yeah, well, people came over to the house and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay. So I'm going to walk around a bit more because the story's not finished.
All right, yeah, I'll walk with you.
So, like, we knew people were over, and we were just asking, like, hey, did you guys leave a water bottle, blah, 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 and no one really left a water bottle and everything. The weirdest part about that bottle, though, was it was still cold. Like, it only had, like, I don't know if you can see, like, this much water left in it, but the water in it was still cold. Like, there was condensation
Yeah.
forming on it. And we're just like, And what really scared us is we just expected, like, someone to, like, that came into our house randomly, so we checked all the closets. That was funny. Like, in that time.
Made me realize we don't have any bats in the house, which we need, apparently.
To, whack people.
Yeah, to whack people.
Just like, bah, people.
And
that would be
I used to carry
funny.
one, like, I used to have one underneath my bed.
We have to have a Hello Kitty one or not at all.
Yes.
It has to look super, super girly and feminist and then be like, no, you ain't gonna do nothing. And then you're just like,
Oh,
bitch.
this bitch about to get pink and red.
Yes.
Continue, sorry.
So, sidetracked off of all these stories. Anyway, so we found this water well, and we're like, okay, that's super fucking weird. I don't know what's happening. Which, I was gonna sage our house when we first moved in because Gabby has shit that follows her. I've had shit happen to me. I don't know if it really follows me, but I've had shit happen to me.
Yeah.
So, like, I was gonna stage the house, but I decided, it's new apartments. There's nothing here. It's fine. They're like brand new. Nothing's happened. But instantly after that water bottle incident, we started telling stories about what happened between me and Gabby, and we're just like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna sage the house. And what's funny is, like, I don't remember what day it was. Like, I was planning to sage the house anyway, but like I was waiting until I had money to buy it. And Gabby, so that she could sleep, we decided, all right, fuck it, we're all sleeping in the living room. I forgot what made us say that. Oh, I know what it was. So we were all talking about our paranormal experiences because I was like, let's get these out.
Oh, the loud noise.
Before I do it.
That's what you're going to talk about. Okay.
And there was a loud fucking noise that we had no idea where it came from. We didn't have neighbors on the sides of us.
Yeah, and it came from, like, my closet or something like
And
that.
it came from, like, her closet, which comes into play.
Yeah.
And, like, we heard a noise from her closet, and we had no fucking idea. We went in there, we looked. Nothing was on the ground. Like, nothing had moved. It was so fucking weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
And then we decided to spend the night in the living
then
room.
we decided, because I was like, no, I'm not sleeping alone. Fuck this,
Well,
I'll
we
call
also-
in bed with you. But then I was like, I don't want to leave Norbert.
Yeah.
We were like, well, let's just go into the living room.
Yeah, so we all decided to sleep in the living room. And the reason Rebecca came to sleep with us too is because she was talking about her experience where she would only, like, get touched. She's never
Yeah.
had experiences.
And then it started touching her.
Literally 2 minutes after that, she is laying on the couch and she feels something brush her leg,
Her thigh, yeah.
like her thigh, after we were just talking
Yeah.
about how shit shouldn't touch her.
Yeah. Like her of all
One more.
people. Like,
Yeah, like, because she would be so done.
yeah.
Instantly, I was like, fuck it, I'm going by it tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're ending this.
Yeah.
And that night, I couldn't really sleep, to be honest. I kept waking up. Gabby slept, I think.
I slept for the first time in, like, what was it, 4 days?
Yeah.
It was like 4 days
like-
that I slept without nightmares.
Yeah, so I guess because he made me mad, I yelled
So
at him
pissed.
that day.
I was so pissed.
I was,
Especially because, like, after you started touching Rebecca, she got, like, she was
I
beyond pissed.
I got really mad because then I'm like, all right, we just told you, hey, you better not fucking touch us or it's done. You're not touching anybody. You're not doing anything. So then it did that. He did that. And instantly I was just so mad. I was cooking and I was very angry when I was cooking. And I was just like, look, you motherfucker. And like cursing at him. And like you could feel the energy in the room. Like he was mad too. And I was like, look, you just gotta not fucking touch anybody.
Yeah.
You're leaving whether you want to or not at this point.
Yeah.
So everybody got mad. And I think that's why I didn't sleep. But also, like that night, I had this weird thing that's never happened to me before, to be honest. Where when I was laying in bed, I did that thing again where like I wasn't really asleep, but I wasn't really not asleep.
Yeah.
And it was like, what was that?
It's the dog.
Hey, pup.
The dog hates me. He smells Norbert on me.
Oh.
And he just like gets really sad.
He's like, pig.
Yeah. He's really cute though.
Yeah, he is. He's super hype about everything.
He's chill. Yeah, he's chill in like a hyper way.
Okay.
He's chill like cool. Anyway, continue.
Okay, almost done. After the slap.
After the slap.
I'll be done with the story.
Like we're
finally. Well, so where was I? Oh, so when I was asleep, there was this weird thing where I closed my eyes and like I wasn't really asleep. Like mentally I was still there and just chilling. And just I started talking to something in my head. Like there was a full conversation going on in my head. It was black, but from what I can remember, there was just blackness, but I could hear a voice, and then I was answering the voice.
Yeah.
It was really weird. I didn't like it very much, but, like, I got it. And at that same time, like, I got a name, and I quickly wrote it down so that when I actually woke up...
It's like Roman, right? Something like that?
Raymond.
Raymond.
It was really weird. I don't know.
Hey, how are y'all?
Good, thank you. Those are our nice neighbors.
Yeah. So like in my sleep I came up with this name and I wrote it down. It was like Raymond. I don't like, and I would never come up with that name at all. Most of my names that like I come up with are like Jeffrey
Yeah.
or like Bob, like they're simple names.
Or
But
like serial killer names. But you
Or
don't come
like-
up with those. You just like them.
I have plants, so I came up with serial killer names for them, which most of them are dead.
The irony.
Most of my plants are dead. I'm not good at. I don't have a green thumb. I have like a black thumb.
You have like my mom's thumb.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So one more lap, I guess.
Was it this one that we turned at? Or
This is where our house is.
this is where our house? Oh, okay, yes. One
So-
more lap.
One more lap, and then I'll finally be done. I'm
glad
sorry.
you know where we are.
I got sidetracked a lot, and I'm sorry. So yeah, this name Raymond just came up in my head. I wrote it down, and I told Gabby, and she's like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, I don't know what happened because I never come up with names like that. I've never had an experience like that either. So that was hella weird. So the next day, or like
It was the next morning.
The
'Cause
next
we had
morning.
We had off work.
the next morning, I bought sage, and I was like, look, we're going to do this today. But everyone needs to be home. Since no one's, like, they say you're not supposed to do it when anyone's on their period and whatever, and that way you can cleanse all the people in the house too. I cleansed everybody in the house,
All the animals.
all the animals, which we only had the pig
Yes.
at the time. We didn't have the dog
Yeah. Oh,
yet.
that's right. We didn't have Ginger yet.
No, we just had the pig.
So there's
And we cleansed the pig. It was so funny.
he hated it.
He hated that
He was
smell.
so pissed.
He was very upset about it. And then we started cleansing the house, which was a long process. I didn't
Yeah.
think our apartment was that big,
Yeah.
but it was that big.
Well, we didn't cleanse the house. Shade cleansed the house. Me and
Except-
Rebecca watched.
Yeah, until I got tired.
And then that was at my room.
Yeah, and that was in Gabby's room. I was like, and Gabby wanted to do it, so I let Gabby do it. She did all of her room, all of her bathroom.
Oh, wait. Tell them about the mirror.
What?
When we saged the mirror with the fingerprints.
Oh yeah, she saged the mirror in the bathroom, and it wasn't just fingerprints. It was like condensation from
that's-
breath.
And it was like wet.
Yeah, so like you know when you breathe on mirrors or like glass in general, it creates this condensation. There was that on the mirror. None of us breathed on the mirror, and anything like that. We just saw it randomly on the mirror, and Gabby was like, "What is that?" And I like replicated what it would be, and
And his was like wetter than yours or something like that, right?
yeah, it was like either wetter or bigger or smaller. Like, it was really
It was
weird.
something, yeah.
There was like a difference to
Been a
it to
while.
know that it wasn't mine
Yeah.
and it wasn't Gabby's.
Yeah.
It was the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was.
And then after we did the bathroom, so when we did this, we had all the windows open. It's freaking spring, summertime, so it's hot as balls.
Yeah. The air was off because we didn't want the smoke to go through ventilated.
Yeah. So the air conditioner was off, all the windows were open, and everything like that. And then we get to Gabby's closet, which is where we think he hung out all the time anyway.
Yeah.
And as soon as we open the closet, this big ass gust of cold air hits us in the face.
Yeah.
And it scares both of us.
I got goosebumps just thinking about it. I was like, I'm not doing it. I can't fucking go in there. I can't do it. So Shane had to do the closet.
Yeah, so I did the closet, and let me tell
He
you,
was sweating.
he was not happy. I'm gonna tell you that first. Like, I could feel like the denseness of it, even though it was so cold in there. The air was dense,
Yeah.
and like, after I got about 2/3, just past halfway, he, like, it felt like he left because it was so hot. I was sweating.
Yeah.
In the freaking
You could feel the difference on the other side of the door too, because I started sweating, and then I started feeling the door, and I could feel it like getting warmer.
Like, yeah, so it felt like all the rest of the house, and then I guess it was done from there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Isn't it that sense? Praise the Lord, girl.
praise the Lord. So that's why I can't talk about that particular occurrence in the house.
We don't want to bring him back.
We don't want-
him back in.
We don't want him to come back because he was starting to get too much, and also, like, just in general, like, it wouldn't
We
happen.
don't want anything like that.
Yeah, well, it felt negative anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool at first when, like, nothing was happening. It wasn't bothering me until, like, it started giving people nightmares and touching people
Yeah.
and
Woo.
whatever.
Every once in like a gray moon, my grandma, my mom's grandma, she died like 2 years ago with cancer. Every once in a while, she'll like come visit me, and I'll have a dream where like she's there, and now like when I wake up, I can still like feel her,
Yeah.
like touching me.
Yeah.
So like, and I'm like, I know it's her type deal.
Well, when I first saw the thing with my dream, because it was an elderly man and I couldn't really remember what it looked like, I thought it was my great-grandpa.
Yeah.
But then I sat there and I thought about it, and I was like, no, its facial features don't match at all.
Yeah.
There was, like, facial hair, too. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly. He had a beard.
And I was like, my great-grandfather never grew facial hair because my great-grandmother thought it was ugly.
I love it.
So he never grew it at all. He would always shave it off.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so that was really weird.
Yeah.
So now nothing happens inside the house.
Yeah. Praise, girl.
There have been weird occurrences with my window, though. And I'm not.
Oh, lately.
Yeah, like, the other day I came home from work and I thought that there was someone standing, like, like,
Don't know if you can see or not, but
yeah, you definitely can't see me, it's dark as balls, but was standing, like, right here
oh hell no.
at my window and, like, was looking at me, but it was dark and I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that weirded me out. And then my dog sometimes looks at my window at night,
Yeah.
and there's obviously nobody outside because it's fucking 12 o'clock at night when I go to bed.
We forgot to tell them how Norbert would like wake up every day at 3 in the morning,
Oh yeah,
freaking out and just crying and crying and crying the whole time
Crying.
that the dude was there.
Yeah, the whole time, 3 a.m., I would wake up because I hear Norbert getting up crying for no reason.
Yeah.
And now it just happens because he's hungry. But
Yeah. Well, now it's like it's at 4
Yeah.
something in the morning.
Yeah, but every time at like 3,
Yeah, it was exactly.
which is the witching hours. So, anyway, thank you guys. I know you can't see me. I'll end it inside. Open the door.
Okay.
It's too hot out here.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, so we finished telling the story.
It's great.
We had to make like 3 or 4 laps, but we did it.
We got very
Distracted multiple times.
Anything for me? Yeah, they spelled your name right.
They spell my name.
Your middle name.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and
Give me
listening.
the last name Maria.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It's Mary Maria.
Yo, yeah, no, I did see that. That's not the last name.
That's your middle name.
You told me middle name.
Yeah, you said, why did everyone give me the last name Maria? And I was like, that's not your fucking last name.
Easy.
Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, even though it was dark as balls outside towards the end.
Sorry.
And we told the long as fuck story.
It's interesting.
And anyway, if you want to hear more spooky stories, just not that one,
No.
because I already told it. Like this
It's
video.
done over with. We're no longer telling you.
Yep.
So this issue of the time is all about Nazis. It's all about
The irony!
We were talking about that.
Literally,
Yeah.
as we grabbed it, too. That's weird.
Wait.
That is kind of strange. Just such weird things occur with us.
Wait, I'm gonna show y'all the first page.
Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Oh, Hate in America with the tiki torches. Of fucking course.
Neo-Nazis. That's not like
Yeah.
It's not the same.
And then the first
Yeah.
page I flipped to was
One
this guy
actually
with
kills
swastika
people.
on his chest.
one's just an
Anyway,
enraged white man.
Sorry.
I can finally end it, please.
Sorry.
Yes. Sorry.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.